NFTs for Beginners by Oliver J. Rich. Summary. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are currently the most popular item on the online market. Artists and collectors who are taking advantage of this contemporary digital gold rush are making windfalls in the millions. However, it's critical to comprehend NFTs and their possible hazards in order to trade effectively in this cutting-edge sector. Oliver J. Rich is a writer whose works aim to make economics understandable, particularly in the context of the Internet. Rich provides a brief overview of the burgeoning NFT market in NFTs for Beginners, making money with non-fungible tokens without being overly sophisticated or technical. NFTs have an endless amount of potential. The current NFT scenario is comparable to a fire shortly before it catches and starts to spread. Digital artworks are the most common and well-liked NFTs on the market, but anything that can be stored digitally can be an NFT. NFTs can be created using images, tweets, movies, music, video game assets, and even GIFs. Digital collectibles known as NFTs are valued based on their rarity. Because there are no restrictions, the possibilities for goods that can be offered as NFTs are mind-boggling. The electronic fingerprint that certifies an NFT as an original object sets it apart from any other digital asset. Even while two digital photographs may appear to be the same online, if one is a copy and the other is a non-functional copy, one may be worthless and the other may be worth millions. A Van Gogh painting's worth depends not only on its aesthetic appeal but also on the seller's capacity to offer an authentication certificate attesting to its one-of-a-kindness. The same idea also holds true for NFTs. Also important is ownership. The very first tweet was not yours, even though you could capture it. That tweet can be purchased and exchanged, though, if it is given an electronic fingerprint that identifies it as an authentic item. Digital assets that achieve NFT status are originals, not copies. Thanks to the same technology that gave us fungible tokens like Bitcoin and eCoin, they possess individuality. Blockchain tends to make NFTs non-fungible. An electronic fingerprint that is tied to a digital token gives NFTs their value. Blockchain technology is used to verify this digital token. The blockchain, a technology that functions like a virtual error-free accountant, gives cryptocurrency value and purchasing power. A blockchain is impossible to alter, falsify, or manipulate because computer software constantly verifies it. An NFT cannot be faked because it depends on the blockchain for both its existence and its movement. You can check an NFT's validity on the blockchain if someone is selling it to you for $7 million. A non-fungible token, NFT, is made up of two components: the digital asset itself and the unique signature token that is tied to it and resides on the blockchain to confirm its non-fungibility. It cannot be replaced or exchanged for an identical item because it is non-fungible. Like rare baseball cards or autographed photos, NFTs have value because they are non-fungible, but they can also be genuine one-of-a-kinds. If you have an NFT, it indicates that there isn't anything similar in the cloud, on your computer, or anywhere else. Digitally speaking, no other NFT will be able to imitate or take the place of yours. NFTs might be a wise investment in the short term, but be wary in the long term. Without a question, the NFT scene is at its height right now, but it might not continue long. The big profits that NFTs appear to be making are largely dependent on how new the market is. Everyone wants to join the action when the new game is still fresh. Early on, this results in absurdly high profit margins, but there will almost surely be a continuous decline in interest after that. Fear of missing out emerges as a major force, accelerating everything to the point of saturation. We should all be worried about what occurs after that saturation point because everyone is doing this for the first time. Regulation is another concern for the future of NFTs. Government regulation of NFTs is still lacking as of this writing. High profits result from freedom, but it's nearly a given that this won't last forever. The digital economy has additional inherent dangers. Updates or technological advancements may make some NFTs impossible to view or maybe completely disappear. NFTs, like any other collectible, are ultimately only worth what buyers are prepared to pay for them. NFTs might very well be a joke, but at the moment it's $1 million joke. Just watch out so that you don't become a joke. Digital innovation is advancing more quickly than ever. Profits are certain for those who can capitalize on the zeitgeist. However, be mindful to avoid falling victim to the whirlwind too late and ending yourself with nothing in your pocket.